The IRONMAN World Championship in Kona, Hawaii. This is where the sport was born. Athletes can't just sign up and compete. They must earn a spot at one of a handful of qualifying events held around the world.
You are an Ironman!
My name is Susanne Vanzijl. I live in Northern Maryland. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 sons. My husband's a physician. He makes me laugh in tight situations, which is good. We really need that, given the life that we have, the stress of everyday life, the stress of being, just a mom of 2 boys, but then even more so, the mom of a 10-year-old with autism that a lot of days are good, but actually, more recently, a lot of days are bad.
Autism dominates our life. It's probably turned it upside down, mostly in the way we interact with the world around us. It dominates the house.
Sometimes things change really fast. With autism, and stuff comes at you that you don't expect. And you can't explain. And it's hard. And at those points, it gets really difficult to keep doing the things that aren't absolutely necessary, like training.
Kona is just a wild, crazy goal. It's good to have a big goal, but if you don't get there, you don't want to crush you. I just want to keep training. Because it makes the rest of my life calmer and happier when I train. If you qualify for Kona, you're a unicorn. I qualified one time, and I didn't finish the race. I blew it. So now it's time to try again. I want to show myself that the second time around that I can intelligently execute a race. And were I to actually qualify, I would prove to myself that I am an actual unicorn and not just a one-shot girl.
Check that out! What an incredible start!
My confidence level in the swim is 100%. I'm not fast, and my swim doesn't look bad. It's just not the best. But I've never doubted my capacity to swim. I would like to go under 110 for a swim.
Susanne is out of the water in a time of 1:06:10, 4 minutes ahead of her target time. She is currently 4th in her age group, but only the top 2 spots will receive Kona qualifications.
I ride well. I could ride better, but I decide to put most of my focus on the run. I ride as strong as I feel I can for that distance, but I save a little bit because I love running, and that's where I put my focus. And I can go harder on the run and get more from it. Plus, tactically, I always like the idea of coming from behind.
Susanne has slid back to 5th. If she falls back any further, her dreams of redemption in Kona may be too far out of reach.
I know it's going to be hard. I definitely don't know if I can make it. I will try as hard as I can. It's not challenging to be patient in Ironman because it's long. It's long, and you have to be respectful. Presuming that you've done at least a marathon before, you know what a marathon feels like, and the thought of putting an hour and 15-minute swim in front of that and a 5:30 to a 6:30 bike and then a marathon? No. You'd have to be a fool to jump into that. You definitely use the slow ramp-up method. You don't go, "Arr!" and it doesn't work like that.
Susanne is finding that overdrive gear and has been making up ground. At this point, she has moved up into the 3rd position in her age group. Now is the time to make her move.
If I get passed by a girl, I could get upset and freak out and say I suck. But one of my best skills is, the girl might pass me, but I have this mental capacity to say to myself, you just need to train harder next time and you'll get it. Get it. Because otherwise, what do? Shut down and not try again? It's not necessarily the race, it's the process. You just keep going year after year and you keep going. I was totally prepared to to try and qualify for Kona for the rest of my life and never make it, but just enjoy the process. Do you look behind you so you're a quarter mile from the finish? Do you look back there, or do you just run? And usually you kick it, because the major fear is to get a slot poached out from underneath your feet, like, you know, a 1/10 of a mile from the finish.
Susanne Vanzijl from Elkton, Maryland, 46 years old. Great day to you, Susanne. You are an Ironman.
Susanne crosses the finish line in a time of 10 hours, 44 minutes, 53 seconds, having moved up to second place in her age group, guaranteeing a slot for the IRONMAN World Championship in Kona, Hawaii this October. Within her age group, she was 4th out of the water, 5th off the bike, and clocked the 2nd fastest marathon time of the day.
The way I felt for the last week and a half is pretty much can't be compared to anything. I'm the happiest girl there ever was, and there's not a whole lot of things that'll bring me down.